Well, let's take a look at what all this means, because there are those who thought that there's this, frosty relationship between the Anglons and the Evers. And to see the Asantehene lead that entourage and be part of the Hobwe Tutu Festival, let's talk about the historic antecedents for this. Have we seen this before?
In fact, it's difficult to say. It has been so for all those years, except that there was a break of relationship between the Anglons and the Ashanti Kingdom. Throughout history, the section of the Ever called Anglon has been in linkage, has been very close to the Ashanti Kingdom, and they have signed oral pact to help each other in times of need, in terms of war, in terms of trade, in terms of culture and tradition. This has existed from the days of Ashanti king called Kokudia the First. That was somewhere in 1834, between 1834 and 1867. He started the relationship with the Anglons at a time that Ashanti was engaged fully in wars of expansion and trying to expand their territory, north, south, east, and west. They came in conflict with almost the whole of the Ever community, stretching from today's Ghana to Yoruba, that is the Benin, even beyond Benin. There were a lot of wars with these groups of Ever, and the Anglons agreed to help the Ashanti people in their wars. Then there were also occasions when Anglon was engaged in a series of wars with the English, that is the British, the Danes, and even Holland. And I think the English, the Danes, and the Dutch went on the side of the Ga and the Dangbi, helping them against the Anglons. Here, the Ashanti also played their part, helping the Anglons to fight this group of people who had united to fight the Anglons. So, in terms of trade, anytime the British moved against the Ashantis and tried to stop them from getting involved in trade, especially buying firearms, the Anglons managed to buy firearms and sell it to the Ashanti people. So this went on for a very long time, and this is because both the Ashantis and the Anglons had a common enemy. The common enemy was the British. Britain wanted to disintegrate the Ever community, and therefore organized the Ga Dangbis against them. And the Ashanti was also in the same soup. The British organized the rest of the Akan society against the Ashanti. That was strictly divide and rule strategy, which was employed, and it worked a number of times. So until in the 1990s, when politicians who also wanted to play the same game by divide and rule played the Ever community against the Ashanti.
Which politician exactly? At what point? You mentioned 1990 thereabout. So
yeah, that was around 1980s. People started writing literature trying to create confusion between the Ever community and the Ashanti community.
To what end exactly?
But the practical aspect started in the 1990s.
To what end exactly, you'd say?
I beg your pardon?
To what end? At that point, you said that there was a politician that was trying to play that tribal card between the Ashantis and...
Politicians. I don't mean a particular political party or a particular politician. Politics, as a matter of fact, had its own way of wanting to gain dominion over other people. And one of their strategies has always been divide and rule. So if we remember the days when somebody like Professor Awono wrote a book, The Ghana Revolution, it was all to divide and rule. And somebody like Rawlings also put it into practice. And before the death of Rawlings, he was a very close associate of the Ashanti King and all and the kingdom itself. So people do things without actually realizing what they are doing.